Dapper Don Podcast. Dapper Don Podcast. This is your boy Dapper Don Diz.
You're now tuned into the Dapper Don Podcast. It is your boy Dapper Don Diz. I'm here today to tell you all the things happening in Southern hip hop culture. Talk about the Instagram battle that just went down last night. Ludacris versus Nelly. And it was one for the record books. I never would have thought to pair that up. So we're going to deep dive in the dirty and really go round for round and just bring up the memories, man. The memories from back then. I remember so much when I'm talking about, we'll get into it, man. I can't wait. That's deep diving in the dirty. On our homie homage, I thought it was only right now I pay homage to Lil Fate. Lil Fate was an artist that was signed to Ludacris. And he was one that was just extremely underrated, and he's been through a lot since we've last seen him, and I really want to just take the time to, to remember the day ones, because it's important to remember the day ones, because they were shouting out a lot of people, and I don't remember hearing Lil Fate get shot out, but I'm going to make sure you know about it. How that sound? And of course, pictures worth 1,000 words. We're going to do Chicken and Beer. We're going to look at the album cover, Chicken and Beer, and really just break it down. It's another one of those comical, funny Ludacris. Luda has different phases. I guess he went through an artistic phase, and now he went through a deep phase. But this was back when he was just like having fun. It was kind of more lighthearted, more joking, and we're gonna talk about it. So we're gonna pick Chicken and Beer. So first on Deep Dive in the Dirty, before we get into the Nelly and we get into Luda, let's actually talk about an interesting matchup that I think that I don't know if I'm ready to see, but maybe you're ready to see it, and that's what's most important. And that's Tyson and Evander Holyfield actually want to have a competition together. Can you believe that? They want a rematch. They want to really throw some more blows. Listen, their arthritis is going to flare up before round two. Now, Tyson is crazy. Tyson has been sitting back smoking weed forever, so he might have just been on a bad trip when he said he wanted something with Evander Holyfield. Evander Holyfield said, fine. He's still got another ear to lose. But that made me think about what artist do I think really deserves a rego. If we're going to revisit, fist fights from these two great boxers, who really deserves another rematch? Now, one of the ones I first thought about, the first ones that came to mind was little known, but maybe little known artist to you, but definitely was a big event at the time. And that was an artist signed to Duct Tape Records named Alley Boy, and another artist named Young L.A. who was signed to T.I.'s label. Now, at this time, I'm going to give you some backstory. T.I., for whatever reason, has just the worst luck signing artists. He had Young L.A., who was a complete dub, and you're going to find out why. He had Alpha Mega, who turned out to be a snitch. He had Iggy, who was batshit crazy. Like, this guy really needs to run a background check before he signs people. Because he got some dope people, too. He got Dro. He got, Tokyo Jets. But, the brother really does not handle the PR very well. B.O.B.'s in the middle. B.O.B.'s in the middle. He lost his rocker. He went off his rocker not too long ago, but we ain't going to get into that. Shout out to B.O.B. But the thing that I remember is when Young L.A. left, quote-unquote, left Grand Hustle, he wanted to line himself with his own 6 record label called Duct Tape. And the star act, the flagship act on that label happened to have been a dude named Alley Boy. And this guy, Alley Boy, was batshit crazy. He was another one. He was another one that was just outrageous and so anyway, Young L.A. ended up getting a duct tape tattoo on his face. And they told him, boy, you not duct tape. You need to take that down. So Young L.A. didn't take too kindly to that. He didn't take too kindly to you telling them, telling him what he's going to do and not going to do. So he said duct tape on that real foolery. He's used another word. But Duct Tape didn't take too lightly to that. Long story short, they called him over to what I assume is a studio. Looked like an apartment. It looked like they called him over to the bando, but I'm assuming what the hell would he be meeting them at this damn bando for? But 20 dudes just stomped him out, man. And he was screaming, "What did I do? What did I do?" Like, you know, I don't know. Maybe he should have just stood on it. You think he should have just stood on it? You think he should have just been like, "Nah, I did it. I said it. What's up?" Okay, whatever. Or would you like ask for help? So he deserves a rego. He deserves a rego because we seen the boy, ironically, the boy Alley Boy I'm telling you about, who just stole off on him and jumped him with 20 people. He got washed out in LA by some Armenians. Everybody's like, where do you meet these guys at? Why are you hanging out with them? What's going on? Anyway, so that's crazy. I said T.I. and Lil Flip, so y'all know who T.I. and Lil Flip. You remember when he got into it out there in Cloverland with Lil Flip people. I just feel like Lil Flip had the physical advantage. I don't know, because it was a popularity contest at that time. And T.I. went to Cloverfield. He went to the project. He went there. That is crazy. That's nuts. That's when we was like, yo, this boy T.I. really don't care. Dog really don't care. It is something that he's off his rocker. So I think that's another one we need to revisit. Flip, you gotta run that back. Don't let him do you like that, Flip. I see you though. But you know, I'm not gonna stay on the negativity too long. I just thought those are some people who really need a rego, who really need a, you know, an opportunity to really put their hands up and establish some order out here. Really get some order going, because it's out of hand. It's out of hand, my man. Anyway, so we're gonna move on to the Nelly and Luda. Nelly and Luda, you know how they do you. This is definitely one of the most exciting battles for me, because you had Jill Scott, you had Erykah Badu. That's real earthy, real loving and caring. You had you had Manny Fresh and Scott Storch. These were the sounds behind. This was the men behind the sounds. But this one was the one I've been waiting on. So listen, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this for you because I care about you and I like you. I'm gonna take you round for round, step by step on what happened and why Ludacris watched them. I'm gonna give you that. You asked for it and I got it for you right here. So none other. Let's get it going. Round one, Ludacris went with "Welcome to Atlanta," where the players play and we ride on them things like Yeah, that was a hot one. For whatever reason, Nelly went with "Nah Nah Nah." So I felt like that was a perfect time to play Country Grammar. He came out with amazing verse. You should have played Country Grammar. His selection is so weird. Do you know he didn't even play number one? He didn't even play that record. I guess he wanted to show you like, oh, there's songs y'all slept on and I'm going to put them in your face. Now, maybe, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. They might have been big records. Let me just say that first and foremost before I go in on Nelly. They might have been big records. They wasn't Nelly big. If they weren't Nelly big, then what? Why? I don't know. Of course he won that. Welcome to Atlanta. Hardest joint. Ludacris played featuring Shauna and Lil Fate. Shout out to Lil Fate. P poppin'. That was a real generic Tip Drill record. So, of course, Nelly followed that up with Tip Drill. I think Luda was just trying to get Tip Drill out the way. He knew he had to get Tip Drill out the way. He got to get Country Grammar out the way. He got to get Dilemma out the way. It ain't nothing you can do when that Dilemma come on. So, yeah, so Nelly took that when he played Tip Drill. Nelly up 1-1, you know. He come back in it's a good start off. Now, here's one that I actually thought was up for grabs, and this what had me excited. And keep in mind, while we also talking about all it is, and you're listening to the songs that I'm telling you got played, Nelly's Wi-Fi was going in and out. It was buffering. His screen was freezing. That loses points. You lose points off of the fact that your setup isn't ready. And his sound didn't sound great in the beginning. He was like, what song is that? Huh? I can't hear it. You know, so it's a little crazy. It's a little wild when you have it like that. But third round, Luda played My Chick Bad, My Chick Hood. She played, and she didn't play that. He played that. Excuse me. He played that bad boy. Nelly followed up with Pimp Juice. I always love that song, Pimp Juice. I love that song, man. Pimp Juice got slept on just because it was on an impossible album to get traction on. You had Dilemma and Hot in Here, but you know I get at one of Nelly. So it's 1-2. Ludacris. Round 4, Ludacris came through with the blows and used a hoe. That was his record. That's the record he picked. Nelly chose Flap Your Wings. That's that drop down and get your eagle on, girl. Drop down. That one. See, now when he played it, when they played their record, right, My Chick Bad just hit different now. For whatever, because he knew how to play the best part of the song. That's what Ludacris was winning. He was playing the best part of it. My Chick Bad. He didn't play the part where he's like, they coming down the street like a parade, Macy's. He didn't play that part. He played the parts that was hot. So that was a big part. And Ludacris, was in radio. So Flap Your Wings. I didn't even know that's the name of the song. Y'all thought it was Drop Down and Get Your Eagle On. Get Your Eagle On. That's what the song is called from everybody else. But Flap Your Wings, that's the name of the song, and that song should have won 1-3, right? 1-3. Here's where it gets crazy. Ludacris plays Saturday. Ooh. You remember the video was crazy. I remember when I was working, when I was at an after school program, because I was a shorty when that came out. That came out in 2002. I was 13. So I was at this after school program, and I remember the song always coming on, and we'll just sit there and watch BET, watch these rap videos, and this banging Latino girl came in there. Now, mind you, she was probably 13 too, so I shouldn't be calling her banging in my 30s. But, at the time, this is what my heart was at. This is how I felt about her. And I remember, trying to shoot my shot. She's like, oh, man, I wish there was a cute guy here. I'm like, you jerk. That has nothing to do with the song. That song was just playing in the background when she shot me down. I thought I'm not going to take that from Luda, though. I'm not going to take that one from Luda. Luda couldn't help that. Luda couldn't do nothing about that. So, Luda played Saturday, and Nelly played Ride With Me. Ooh. Luda played Saturday. Nelly played Ride With Me. This is a tough one because Ride With Me just had like that. If you want to go take a ride with me, go to the full and It was a joint. It was a joint, man. I don't know. Now that I'm listening to the songs, and I'm not watching Nelly, completely drop the ball, because he was kind of on some Teddy Riley stuff. Now that I'm not watching Nelly drop the ball, and I'm actually thinking about it in my mind, I got to give Nelly that win too. So that's what, 1-4? That's 1-4. You're going to eventually see. This one's hard. This one's tough. This is a tough one. Round 6, Ludacris pulls out What's Your Fantasy featuring Shauna. Ooh, What's Your Fantasy? That is a record right there, man. That is a joint. That's a banger. And Nelly followed that up with Country Grammar. Nelly was ready. I'm going to get at the Luda. So what's that, 2-4? They up 2-4. Nelly. Yeah, I'm going to give What's Your Fantasy over Country Grammar. You can pick that one either way you go. So it's 2-4, Nelly up by 2. Ludacris Roll Out versus Nelly featuring Ashanti, Body on Me. Roll Out. What was Nelly thinking? That ain't even close. 3-4. Ludacris Splashing Waterfalls featuring Jaheim, featuring Nelly, My Place. Now, y'all don't remember My Place, but My Place was a really good song. But because you don't remember it is why I'm going to go with Roll Out. I remember Roll Out being the song on the soundtrack featuring Tom Green. It was a Tom Green and something. And it basically sold this completely trash white movie. Like, it was garbage, but it had Roll Out as the theme song, so I went to go see it. That's just how big that record was. So, if that's from round 8, it's 4-4. It's a tied game. It's a tied game. Got to do your thing. Now, he came through. Nelly came through. Not Nelly. Luda came through with the Sierra record, right? Sierra O. Now, I thought when he said Sierra, I don't think he was going to play Ride. Because Ride was kind of a little bit more, it was more mature, more sexy. You know, that was around the time, you know, we was growing into adults. Yeah, that was popping. Ride was that joint. But I'm going to probably, so no, but they went with No or O. That's the name of the song, is O. He kind of had like a nice little harmony to it. The way he was on that beat, that was an amazing song. My girl was listening with me. She was like, he was rapping while she was dancing on the car. That's iconic. They so funny. And Nelly doubled back with Jagged Edge, Nasty Girl, and Avery Storm. I think Avery Storm might have been signed to Nelly. I think he might have been signed to Nelly. If I was going to double back on that one, I would have played the Rick Ross one, Here I Am, but he went with Nasty Girl. And as much as I love Biggie, the Biggie duets really didn't hit like that. You just gave me a lot of what I've already had. I'm not knocking you, but Luda. So where we at? 5-4? So Ludacris comes back with Nas. With Nas and Ludacris and Jadakiss. Made You Look, remix, he came through. This back when, like, people weren't expecting for, like, Southern rappers to get on a record with Jada and Nas and just kill it, man. He really just killed it. He tore the record apart. He ripped his head off. I was super impressed. I wasn't just kind of impressed. I was super impressed, man. It was really good. And Nelly doubled back with Beanie Siegel and Freeway featuring Nelly and Murphy Lee Rock the Mic remix. So I like how he put a remix up with a remix, but man, I didn't even know Nelly did that remix. So it's hard for me to judge this round, right? But I gotta give it to Ludacris because I heard Made You Look. You couldn't get around Made You Look. That was the record. Oh my God. And this was when like 50 was hot, Jay-Z was hot, Nas was hot. Like New York was just the hottest thing in the world. And Luda come through throwing bowls on the record, man. I gotta give it to Nelly. Nelly, the Luda. Round 10 goes to Luda, 6-4. Round 11, Nelly plays 1,000 Stacks versus Ludacris, They Know. I didn't even know what the name of that song was. I had no idea what the name of that song was. Luda wins automatically. I would have never said Luda, that Shawty Lo would beat anything in Nelly's catalog. You couldn't have told me that, but today it is 7-4. What? He did that sometimes. He plays songs, I'm like, what? Why? Who hurt you? Who hurt you? I don't like that. I don't like it. But where the party at? On the girls on the floor, on the Bugatti, oh my God. Yeah. Round 12, he went there. He put out Jagged Edge, where the party at. And now I'm thinking to myself, so now Nelly's going first. I'm like, there you go, Nelly. There you go. Get in there. Because it felt like he didn't win a single round. Like, now that I'm going through and I'm listing the songs, his way of building up the song, see, Luda got right to it. You know, Luda said, you know what, this is the record I had. Boom, then he played it. He hit right when the climax was high. But Nelly was like, here's the song. Then he like go look for the song, and it's like, man, come on now. Luda was just more prepared. But now that I'm actually looking at the songs, I'm gonna say with Jagged Edge, Where the Party At was an amazing joint. But Luda was not finna take the L. He was on a hot streak. So he played Usher featuring Lil Jon's Yeah. Come on, you can't pull out Yeah after I just did Where the Party At. I just did Where the Party At. That's like the only other song that exists in the history of songs that can top that. And you, man, Luda, 8-4. Luda just caught a streak, man. Luda just caught a streak. I'm not even thinking Luda can stand the Nelly like this. So where are we at? 8-4, round 13. Nelly plays Paul Wall and Gip Grills. Gip is from Goody Mob. I don't know if you know that. And that's an Atlanta legend. And he just, he played Grills. Grills is cool. I'm not crazy about Grills. Then Ludacris come through with Stand Up. Stand Up is clearly a better song. And now at this point, I'm thinking, Luda has songs Nelly has songs Ludacris can't do nothing with. But now that I'm standing songs by songs, side by side, it's crazy because I'm not going to get out of time. I'm not finna get out of time. I got to give it to Luda. I don't even like that Luda winning this much. But so what's that? 9-4? 9-4? Now, this was a tough one. Round 15, Nelly comes through with Air Force One. Oh my God. I'm like, yes, Nelly. That's a win. He ain't got nothing he can play. He's got nothing he can play. Oh my God. I was like, he got nothing he can play. Air Force, Nelly put Air Forces on the map. I got Air Forces on today. I ain't gonna show them to you, but I got on Air Forces today. You hear me? I couldn't even afford Air Forces after what he did with the song Air Forces. I begged my mother. She said, I'm not paying $100 for those shoes. He messed the game up with Air Forces. But then Ludacris comes through with Southern hospitality, and he was very hospitable on the mic, and he served them up nice. Man, Luda came through with Southern hospitality, and I'm hurt. I'm going to go, just because Luda's up so much, I'm going to give it to Nelly. But, don't kill me in the comment section for picking Air Force One over Southern hospitality. Don't kill me for it. So what that makes it, 9-5? 9-5. Round 15. Nelly comes through with what I think is the best 4-bar intro I've heard a rapper give ever. He had more energy, more, come here, girl, what your name is? I love it. I love Shake Your Tail Feather. Shake Your Tail Feather make me want to shake my tail feather. But, so he did Shake Your Tail Feather. So Ludacris pulls out All I Do Is Win. It hit different when he was playing it, because I remember thinking, I don't know if I like Ludacris' version. I didn't really like Ludacris' verse on it. Ludacris had my least favorite verse on All I Do Is Win, and Nelly had the best verse on Shake Your Tail Feather, so we're going to get at the Nelly. So where we at? 9-6? Come on, Nelly. Come on. So Nelly plays big stadium record. Big stadium record, man. An amazing song and iconic. Just a Dream. Nelly had a song called Just a Dream. Man, his name sold 5 million records. It was, I think, his last hit record, man. And I was thinking about her, thinking about me. Yo, he didn't even play the Tim McGraw record. Wow. I'm just now thinking that he didn't even play the Tim McGraw record. We're gonna go through the list after I give y'all the score. We're gonna go through the list and see where he could have really just knocked Ludacris off his tempo with that one. So he played Just a Dream. Ludacris come through with area code, obviously. 10-6. Nelly, EI. Now, Nelly went diamond with Country Grammar, and he dropped EI. This is why I didn't get people saying that Nelly lost this round, because Ludacris played Moneymaker, and it was an unreleased version of Moneymaker featuring Nelly. So yeah, you gave me some unreleased heat. That's cool. I'm gonna give you some extra points. That ain't messing with EI. Well, like, were you outside when EI came out? What were you doing? Where were you at in the world when EI hit? You remember? You remember where you were when Kennedy? You don't remember where you were when Kennedy hit because you probably wasn't born. None of us were. But you remember where you was when I don't know, Obama got elected. You remember where you were when EI dropped. I don't get who put Moneymaker. Come on, no, that was the beginning of the end. That was the beginning of the end for Nelly. Not for Nelly, for Luda. No, EI wins that. If EI wins that, that's 10-7, right? 10-7. Here's it. Okay, now I know what song he played. So here's a discrepancy, right? Round 18, we've been up and down on this roller coaster. They played Splashing Waterfalls. They played Where the Party At. I'm literally sitting here. Do you know how many times I be at the house like, man, I don't know what music to listen to. These verses have changed. I'm like, wait, why didn't I revisit Nellyville? Why didn't I revisit Word of Mouth? Why didn't I revisit any of these projects? I'm bugging. What am I dumb? Like, what's going on with me? So anyway, Nelly plays Nicki Minaj and Pharrell, Get Like Me. Never heard that song before, ever in my life. Everybody in the comment section was like, what? What are you playing? What is this? It's like, bro, we thinking you got the Tim McGraw record, I Am Number One, you got all of these songs in the tuck. We thinking you just finna let the clip ride now. Ludacris just spit High Low. I really, truth be told, I be mixing up High Low with My Chick Bad. I thought those were the same songs. That was, once again, like I said, that was in that Battle of the Sexes song. Shauna had the best verse on that album. He didn't even play the record T.I. Get Loose. Man, I don't know why he played that one. Ludacris. So that's 11-7. This was a tough one. Ooh, this was a tough one. Nelly played Hot in Here. Hot in Here is definitely, it's Hot Here, Bling Bling is just one of those songs that just hit white America like a snowstorm, man. People couldn't get, I remember, I was so shocked at how mainstream that record felt, how much people really was just gravitating to that song. I'm like, nah, this is nuts. So, Nelly does Hot in Here, Ludacris does Move B. I'm giving it to Nelly, dog. Move B was hard, and I love Mystical, but Move B wasn't it in comparison to Hot in Here. Get at me in the comment section. Do you think Hot in Here beats Move? So what that mean? What would that make that? 11-8? 11-8. Nelly didn't lose as bad as I thought he did. So round 20, finally, Nelly plays Dilemma. I would have played Dilemma first. You would have heard Dilemma remix, Dilemma acapella, Dilemma the instrumental, Dilemma the extended version, Dilemma the solo, Kelly solo verse, Dilemma Nelly. Like, I would have just played Dilemma. Dilemma is oh my God. That Patti LaBelle sample is so crazy. And that Patti was in the video. That's just how hard that was, man. And Luda came through with Lovers and Friends. You was bugging if you saying Luda won that. You was bugging if you saying Luda beat Dilemma. There's nothing Luda has that can beat Dilemma. He can't do anything with that. So that makes that 11-9. 11-9 is not that bad. So, all right. So what are they talking about? You know, of course, Nelly had the wider catalog. Yeah, he did. he did play while. So that is a good point to make. When we talking about Nelly making impact in the culture, he definitely changed the way that that we look at how pop music and hip hop exist in the same space. He definitely was one of, if not the guy that really changed that. But Luda played. He played Holiday Inn. He played Pimpin' All Over the World. They later on, Nelly played some Rick Ross joints. So, I mean, all in all, both of them got in their bag. And nobody but the culture won. I'm going to say that again, but obviously Ludacris won. And it felt like Nelly lost by so much more because we were sitting there like, what record is he playing? He just had this spotty internet connection and you know, and it sucks, but you want to make sure that you got a nice, strong connection. That is crucial when you're doing your thing, man. When you're doing your thing, you got to bring the pain. So, that's the Nelly, man. That's definitely the Nelly. But I want to segue into, I mean, that's not to Nelly, that's to Ludacris. What am I talking about? So, but I do want to segue before we go because, you know, spending a lot of time on that one, huh? I got a little involved. I want to talk about Lil Fate, man. Lil Fate was one of those artists who was underrated and underappreciated, and he fit so well in the vein of Southern gangster rap, like his record he had with Gangsta Boo, Break You Off, break an N-word off, or whatever words he decides to use to describe himself. Bulletproof Wallet featuring Raekwon, like he was a lyricist, he was a Southern dude, and he was Ludacris' high school friend. They met at a talent show. You know, Lil Fate definitely bust rhymes. His real name is R.B. Wilson. His real name is R.B. Wilson. You might remember him from the Golden Grain compilation, DTP compilation that dropped. He was just like a childhood friend, man, and I couldn't find much on the situation, but as of late, the last thing I heard from him was if you heard 2 Chainz rapper Go to the League, he talked about Lil Fate losing his son. I believe his son was shot and murdered, and just like what it must feel like to go through such a thing, because this was Ludacris' childhood friend. This was someone who was behind a lot of hit records. He was on, P Poppin' with Shawnna. I really could talk all day about what Shawnna did for, hip hop and who she was just as a female artist, as a Chicago artist and a Chicago legend. But Lil Fate was an A-Town legend. He was actually born down in Tampa, and I'm from Florida, so you already know that I ain't got nothing but love for that. I was born in Atlanta and grew up in Florida. So for him to be born in Florida and grow up in Atlanta, I already can I know what that transition is like. So, I don't have a lot on his music, truth be told. I seldomly seen his features. I heard some of his songs. I don't think any of them you would recognize, but I felt like we're going to bring a light on the Ludacris and his phenomenal win. But let's not forget, there was a lot of artists that didn't make it, There's a lot of, for every 2 Chainz, there's a Lil Fate. One that just doesn't, it's not in their fate. So that's homie homage, man. Lil Fate is definitely an amazing artist, an amazing rapper, and I just wanted to shed that light on him. And finally, real quick, we're going to talk about chicken and beer. If you didn't see the cover of Chicken and Beer, Ludacris got like a plate full of chickens. Look like he's at this dive bar, and he has these amazing pair of legs sitting right in front of him. I don't know who she is or where she's from, but, she's definitely an amazing young lady. It was just so reminiscent of Luda at that time. Luda was so funny. He was so outrageous. He was so crazy. And that's what he was. He was just having fun. He was artistic. He was colorful. And it showed. It showed in his discography. It showed in everything that we witnessed during the verses. So, I just wanted to talk about Chicken and Beer real quick. I don't have a lot of time left. I had a deep dive into it. I just went all day on that verses, right? Man, I could have talked for hours about it, truth be told. So I'm gonna end it at that. This was my episode. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Give us 5 ratings on our iTunes or wherever you listen to this at. And man, I'm gonna be back next week, every Tuesday, with more heat for the streets.